Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread.
Christian, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be doing that. Under the law of the Roman Emperor, I condemn you to death.
Stop him!
Any last words, Christian?
I'll die for my Lord.
This is Roman news reporter Jake Dooling reporting for Roman News. Breaking news from Milan, Italy. Emperor Constantine and Linnaeus Augustus have come to an agreement on the issue of Christians in the Roman Empire. They agreed to let Christians have religious freedom and own property. This agreement has been called the Edict of Milan. This name is strange because it is not actually an edict. This agreement has changed the lives of the Christians throughout the empire.
We are live from Milan with more details on the creed that was given from the leaders who were there. Emperor Constantine and Linnaeus are talking about the final details and a decree that would support Christians with religious toleration.
We gathered here today to give Christians the right to worship freely and no longer be persecuted or killed.
We chose to meet to end the problem of Christian persecution. Constantine and I have come together to make sure that the problem is dealt with efficiently.
Gather around, people of the council, to hear the letter Licinius and I have written. When I, Constantine Augustus, as well as Licinius Augustus, fortunately met near Milan and were considering everything that pertained to the public welfare and security, we thought, among other things, that which we saw would be for the good of many, those regulations pertaining to the reverence of the divinity ought certainly to be made first, so that we might grant the Christians and other full authority to observe that religion which each preferred, whence any divinity whatsoever in the seat of the heavens may be propitious and kindly disposed to us and all who are placed under our rule. And thus, by this wholesome counsel and most upright provision, we thought to arrange that no one whatsoever should be denied the opportunity to give his heart to the observance of the Christian religion, of that religion which he should think best for himself, so that the supreme deity, to whose worship we freely yield our hearts, may know that it has pleased us to remove all conditions whatsoever, which were in the rescripts formerly given to you officially, concerning the Christians, and now any one of these who wishes to observe Christian religion may do so freely and openly, without molestation. We thought it fit to commend these things most fully to your care, that you may know that we have given to those Christians free and unrestricted opportunity of religious worship. When you see that this has been granted to them by us, your worship will know that we have also conceded to other religions the right of open and free observance of their worship for the sake of the peace of our times, that each one may have the free opportunity to worship as he pleases. This regulation is made that we may not seem to detract from any dignity or any religion. Moreover, in the case of the Christians especially, we esteemed it best to order that if it happens any more heretofore has brought from our treasury from anyone whatsoever, those places where they were previously accustomed to assemble, concerning which a certain decree had been made, a letter sent to you officially. The same shall be restored to the Christians without payment or any claim or recompense, and without any kind of fraud or deception. Those, moreover, who have obtained the same by gift are likewise to return them at once to the Christians. Besides, both of those who have purchased and those who have secured them by gift are to appeal to the vicar if they see any recompense from our bounty, that they may be cared for through our clemency. All this property ought to be delivered at once to the community of the Christians through your intercession and without delay. And since these Christians are known to have possessed not only those places in which they have accustomed to assemble, but also other property, namely the churches belonging to them as a corporation and not as individuals, all these things which have included under the above law, you will order to be restored, without any hesitation or controversy at all. To these Christians, that is to say that the corporations and their conventicles, providing, of course, that the above arrangements be followed so that those who return the same without payment, as we have said, may hope for an indemnity for our bounty. In all these circumstances, you ought to tender your most efficacious intervention to the community of the Christians, that our command may be carried out into effect as quickly as possible, whereby, moreover, through our clemency, public order may be secured. Let this be done so that, as we have said above, divine favor towards us, which, under the most important circumstances we have already experienced, may, for all time, preserve and prosper our successes together with the goods of the state. Moreover, in order that the statement of this decree of our goodwill may come to notice of all, this rescript, published by your decree, shall be announced everywhere and brought to your knowledge of all, so that the decree of this, our benevolence, cannot be concealed.
You heard it for yourself. Christians are not able to freely practice their religion. Constantine is coming out now. We're going to try to get an interview with him. Constantine, why did you decide to do this?
I decided to do this because I thought Christians, along with every other person on this earth, have a God-given right for religious freedom.